What's up everyone, welcome to another video. In this video, I'll walk you through replacing the rear shock absorbers in a 2005 Saturn Vue. I will go step by step with some helpful tips. If you're looking for the rear coil spring, check out my other videos. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe for more how-to and review videos. Now let's get started. Here are the required tools: an 18mm socket, a flathead screwdriver. I also recommend a pry bar or a long screwdriver, and penetrating oil. First, chalk the opposite wheel. I'm doing this wheel, the rear right, in this video. So, chalk the front left. Important note, replace the shock absorbers in pairs. Do the right and the left. Remove the plastic lug nut covers if you have them. Then, break the lug nuts loose. Jack up the vehicle and support it with a jack stand. I'm using 2 because why not? Next, remove the lug nuts and remove the wheel. We will need to remove 2 mounting bolts. The top shock absorber mounting bolt is behind this plastic skirt, and the bottom shock absorber mounting bolt is down here, attaching it to the control arm. If you want to apply penetrating oil, spray it here on the bolted connection of the lower control arm bolt. The top bolt is not accessible behind the plastic skirt, and even with it removed, it's not easy to get to, but you're welcome to try to spray it later if you want to. Next, jack up the control arm about 1 inch to remove some tension, and leave the floor jack in place to support it. Now let's remove some mounting bolts. First, let's do the lower shock absorber mounting bolt. This requires an 18mm socket for the bolt head. The nut on the other side is fused to the clevis, and a wrench is not required to hold it. But, if needed, the nut is 18mm as well. Unfortunately, I don't have the footage of wrenching it out. Here it is, already wrenched out of the nut. The shot can be compressed by hand to work the bolt out. You can also continue to rotate the bolt to walk it out. Now, let's remove the plastic skirt so we can access the top mounting bolt. There are 10 retaining pins holding it in place. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These pins just use a flathead screwdriver to remove. Insert the flathead into the slot, and rotate it to extract the center of the pin. Work the center of the pin out while keeping the outside in place. Then, pull the whole thing out. When the center of the pin is pushed in, it expands the portion that's inserted into the hole, which keeps it securely in the hole. To remove it, insert the screwdriver into the slot and extract the center portion. This allows the portion that's inserted into the hole to collapse, then it's small enough to pull out. So, remove the 10 fasteners. Then, remove the plastic skirt from the wheel well. It just lifts out. And here's the top shock absorber mounting bolt, which requires an 18mm socket. Here's your chance to try to spray some penetrating oil up there if desired. Then, wrench it out. With the old shock absorber removed, install the new one in reverse order. I applied some anti-seize to the top bolt because it came out hard. The threads on the bolt looked okay, but I couldn't get a good look at the tapped hole. Get the bolt started by hand so you don't cross-thread it. Then, tighten it down. With the top mounting bolt secure, let's move on to the bottom mounting bolt. Manipulate the shock absorber as required to align it. Use the pry bar or the long screwdriver if needed. Then insert the bolt and tighten it down. Now reinstall the plastic liner. First, set it into place. I'll show you how it locks in on the top. There are 2 slots in the body panel, 1 and 2. There are 2 tabs with projections on the skirt, 1 and 2. The 2 tabs on the skirt seat in the slots, but the portion of the skirt between the 2 tabs seats on the outside of the body panel, just like this. Next, insert the retaining pins. With the center pulled out, push the whole unit into the hole. Then, push the center in to secure it. Work your way around and install all 10 pins. Finish up by reinstalling the wheel and torquing the lug nuts. And don't forget to remove the wheel chocks. And that wraps it up. Thanks for watching. subscribe for more how-to and review videos, drop any comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh yeah, enjoying this sweet new smooth shocks ride.